Welcome back to Brad Pitt Career Mode on F125. Today we're back for episode number 12, going to jolly old England, going to Silverstone. So there are still a handful of upgrades we've yet to unlock, but as of right now, we only have one we can do for aero, one for chassis, powertrain is maxed out, and there's a couple for durability, but that's pretty much it. That's crazy. So we have the exact amount of resource points we need, 2744 for this upgrade. So we're going back down to zero. We're broke. Ooh, big development here. Mercedes is now the fastest car. It's Mercedes, then Red Bull, then us. And there's a slight gap to Ferrari. But we are no longer the fastest car on track. So I mentioned this very briefly last video, but we're at the halfway point in the season, and we have two ICEs that are completely gone. Those are the practice engines. And we're already on to our third one. So chances are, we're going to have to take a grid drop penalty. Hello.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
But the rest of the components are pretty much fine. So chances are we'll have to take a penalty somewhat soon. Okay, well that's all the boring stuff out of the way. Into the race weekend we go. Man, I absolutely love this track. Silverstone is probably the best track on the calendar. Either here or Spa. I think those are my two favorite, but we are now at the halfway point in this season. We got a healthy gap to Verstappen behind in the driver's standings. Healthy gap in the constructors as well. But we'll see how this turns out. Mercedes and Red Bull are now faster. So that might shake things up. Well, the car's feeling pretty good. Pretty good. So, yeah. We'll have to do a little bit of tweaking. I think we might have a little bit too much downforce at the moment. But a little bit of aero tweaking on the setup, and then we should be good to go. But I'm confident here. I think we'll have some strong pace. All right, into qualifying we go. First lap in Q1. We'll see what kind of pace we're running compared to the Mercedes and the Red Bulls. That's the most important thing. First lap in Q1, it's a 124.9, fourth in the session. Definitely room to improve on that one. There we go, 2 purple sectors, 7/10 of improvement. I didn't see what time we set, but we go second in the session. All right, first lap of Q2 on the old set of tires, and it's a 124.9 once again. So, still room to improve. Final lap in Q2, currently in 11th place, 7/10 of improvement. I think it was a 124.2, and we only go 6th place. Uh-oh. Once again, we're seeing some rain in Q3. That's happened kind of a lot in the last couple races, so we might have just one lap to set a fast time here.
Radar suggests some weather's going to hit in around 5 minutes' time, so stay on your toes.
Yeah,
okay,
so rain coming very shortly. This might be our only attempt at a fast lap here. We're going to lock in. That was not a good lap. No purple sectors. It's a 124.2. We only go 7th place in Q3, so we need to try to get another lap done before this rain hits.
Okay, rain is imminent. Rain is imminent. Be careful out there.
Okay, rain coming soon. Hopefully, we have a dry enough track to set a faster time, but we're stuck in the 124s. This is not good. Around the final corner here, 3/10 of improvement up to the line, and it's still 8th. Still down in 8th place, barely dipping into the 123s. Oh, that is not good. That is definitely not good. Oh, man, we lost a little bit of time at the end of that lap. We ran out of ERS. 8th place on the grid. Man, that's definitely disappointing. Wow, yeah, Russell is in the 122s. 122.7 for pole. We're over a second off that time. We just could not get out of the 124s. This race might be a bit of a struggle. Okay, well, 12 laps on the mediums, 14 laps on the hards. One-stop race. And let's just get right into it. Down in 8th place on the grid, right behind our teammate. 5 red lights are coming on, and we are racing around Silverstone for round 12. Decent start off the line here. We've got a McLaren already around the outside. Gonna get past Hamilton, and we're gonna be close enough for a move down the inside on Verstappen. Still kinda side by side around the outside of the next corner, up into 5th place, put the power down. And that's 3 places in the first couple of corners. Yeah, we need to stick to this group of cars in front. It's Piastri and Antonelli, and DRS will be enabled on the next lap. So we need DRS, otherwise we run the risk of starting to slip back. But hopefully we get DRS and these guys start fighting. We still have Verstappen and Alonso right behind us, and there's a lockup in front of us. I think Antonelli, that should bring us a little bit closer. Oh yeah, I think they're starting to fight. They're side by side into the next corner, which should bring us a lot closer to the fight. We're gonna be close enough for a move on Piastri down the inside on the Red Bull. Kind of at the last second, squeezing him to the inside. And that's 4th place, heading on to lap 3. So Leclerc is on the soft. So if we can stay within DRS of the Ferrari, he might drag us along. If we don't go wide through every corner, he might drag us along, and hopefully we can build a gap to Piastri. Leclerc is currently 2 seconds behind Antonelli. So he's starting to lose touch with that Mercedes. We still have DRS on Leclerc, and we're still getting dragged along, but eventually we're going to have to overtake. We're kind of just chilling behind Leclerc. We haven't had the pace for an overtake just yet, but we are still getting dragged along by a car on faster tires. But as soon as we have the right moment, we got to go for something. Oh, that's kind of a bad run through the last couple corners. Piastri is right behind us down the straights. We have DRS on Leclerc. We're going to have to go for something into the next corner, up the inside on the Ferrari. We're still side by side. Into the next corner, we'll have the outside line. And around we go, still side by side with Leclerc. There we go, making it stick. And that's up into 3rd place onto lap 7. We have a train of cars behind us. I assume we're going to see Leclerc into the pit lane somewhat soon. It's a safety car out of nowhere.
Watch your delta.
Oh, that's going to help us out. So we have, what is it?
You've got 4 laps.
Yeah, 4 laps until we're supposed to pit. I think we box this lap onto the hards. If we have 2 laps under safety car, that's only going to be
confirmed,
a couple laps longer than the original stint intended. We had a 5-second gap to Antonelli. Everyone is diving into the pit lane. Yeah, this is the right call. Onto the hards. This is huge. Well, pitting under safety car, so not too much pressure for the Brad Pitt crew. Onto the hards. It's a slow stop on the front left. We're gonna come out barely ahead of Piastri somehow. We stay ahead of the Red Bull, and everyone is on the softs. Leclerc on the mediums, but everyone else on the soft. I think we might be the only person playing the long game here. And here is the rest of the pack. So Alonso is leading under safety car. Yeah, he's not going to go in. It's Gasly who got mixed up with the front runners as well, and then both the Mercedes. So with a good restart here, we can get past Antonelli. There we go, safety car in this lap. So we have 16 laps on these hards. There we go, safety car into the pit lane. So Alonso is controlling the pace. Might be kind of an awkward restart here, but there we go. Alonso is leading the field. We've got Antonelli right ahead. We need to get this guy as soon as we can. Yeah, we're going to be close enough for a move on Antonelli into turn 3 here. Going to send it down the inside. It's kind of a late lunge. Antonelli pulls ahead. We go back to the inside. Still side by side with the Mercedes. Going to be side by side down the straight, spamming the battery here. Drag racing with Antonelli into the corner. We're going to pull ahead into 4th place. So battling a lot with Antonelli, but we make the move stick. It's Gasly ahead now, trying to get underneath the Alpine. It's not going to work, but we have the slipstream. We have plenty of battery, and we're going to have to go for a move into Copse, or we beat him to the corner, passing Gasly, and up into third place, onto the podium. What a restart. So it's Russell and Alonso ahead. Alonso's on those old mediums, so Russell should be faster. There he goes for a move on our teammates on the faster tires. Russell into P1, but we are playing the long game. As long as we can defend from the cars behind, we should be in first. Everyone else has to pit. Yeah, Alonso is already starting to lose touch with George Russell, and we have Piastri going for a move around the outside, out of nowhere. We should be able to cover this off. Gonna squeeze him to the outside of the track, keeping third place. We definitely cannot afford to lose touch with Alonso. We need this DRS. Yeah, Russell's already pulling a gap to Alonso. It's 3 seconds to Russell up the road. Back end kick down. That's Piastri up the inside. Down the straight here. We're going to be side by side drag racing with Piastri spamming the battery. We're going to be side by side into Copse corner. We have the outside line, and we can pinch him to the inside, keeping third, but Piastri is begging for this place. Oh, there's Alonso into the pit lane, so there goes our DRS. Piastri only a couple tenths behind us. Russell 4 seconds up the road. Luckily, we are playing the long game. Everyone else is going to have to pit again, but we should still try to defend for Piastri. Heading on to lap number 15, we have Antonelli very close behind us. He might go for a move into turn 1. We can close the door on the Mercedes, but he'll have DRS on the straight. Yeah, we've got quite the train of cars behind us, but right now Antonelli is who we have to worry about. He's gonna fly past us. We squeeze him to the inside, and we're gonna go for a bit of a switchback, gonna try to get underneath the Mercedes around this right-hander. We're still side by side, spamming the battery now once again. We're gonna be drag racing into Copse corner. This time we've got the inside, pulling ahead of Antonelli, keeping second place. This is a lot of defending. We're definitely going to see a move from Antonelli into Sector 2 here. We're going to defend this inside line, let Antonelli take the outside. We're spamming the battery, and we're going to have to send it on the Mercedes, still side by side, through the corner. We'll have the racing line for the next left-hander, deep on the brakes, but keeping second place. On to lap 16. This is crazy. All this fighting with Piastri and with Antonelli is letting all the cars behind bunch up, and Russell is completely running away. 9 seconds is the gap. Here's another move from Antonelli around the outside. We can cover this one off a little bit easier this time around, squeezing out the Mercedes, keeping that inside line. That's Antonelli into the pit lane with a lot of other cars. All right, it's what, Piastri? No, Leclerc and Verstappen behind. So we might see Russell at the end of this lap dive into the pit lane to get off those softs, but right now we have Leclerc gaining on us in the slipstream. He's going for a move around the outside, and once again we can cover off that move from the inside line. There's Leclerc and Verstappen into the pit lane, but Russell is in the pits as well. So on lap 18, we are now in first place, leading in Silverstone on the hards, and we're going to stick this out until the end. So we've come out 10 seconds ahead of George Russell, who has gone onto the softs. So he's going to be absolutely flying. There's no way he doesn't catch us by the end. We've got 7 laps to go. We're definitely going to be battling with Russell. Yeah, he is the fastest man on track. I think he just gained about 2 seconds a lap over the last 2 laps. So these tires are definitely a lot slower. The wear isn't too bad, but he's going to catch us in maybe a lap or two. Let's see, 45% wear on the front left. We've got 5 laps to go. This is, it's going to be very difficult to defend from Russell. It's going to be very difficult. Yeah, Russell has the DRS now, so we are about to start battling with the Mercedes. We've got 15 seconds to Alonso behind, so all we have to do is stick it out on these tires, defend from Russell, save the battery, and drive as wide as we can, but he's really close to us down the straight. Oh my god, he's in a faster car on faster tires, but we've got plenty of batteries stored up, and I think this is where we're going to see Russell's first move around the outside into Stowe. We can defend from the inside line, trying to squeeze out the Mercedes, kind of side by side through that corner. You can see just, he has way more grip on those tires. Yeah, we're definitely going to see a move from Russell. He's in the slipstream. He'll have DRS. We're going to squeeze him to the inside of the track. Try for the switchback, just like we did with Antonelli. Try to get underneath the Mercedes. He just has way more grip on those softs. Nothing we can do about that, but we're still close behind. We can try to reel him in. Into Cop's corner we go. We're slowly gaining on Russell. This is going to be a super sketchy move, but we're going to send it up the inside on Russell. Oh my god, that was that was insane. No contact. I think that was a clean move. That was absolutely nuts. We are really fighting to keep first place. That move was completely insane. Somehow, we're still in first place. Russell on way faster tires. On to lap 24. Oh my god, this is a crazy battle. We might see another move from Russell here. We're going to keep this inside line like we've been doing the entire race. Defending from that move on the outside. Russell sticks his nose into the corner, but we stay ahead. He's going to go for a move on the outside into the last couple of corners on lap 24, but we stay ahead. Still in first place on to lap 25. We're starting to get a little bit low on the battery. We got 40%. Russell kind of hung back on that last lap, so I think he was charging up the ERS for a final lap push, a final lap to attack and get first place. Yeah, we're really running low on the ERS, 20%, but Russell's in the slipstream. We have to spend this ERS in order to stay ahead. Here goes the Mercedes around the outside, still defending this inside line. Russell pulls ahead. We'll be close enough to go for a move down the inside. Little bit of contact with Russell. Rear end completely loose around the final corner and onto the final lap of the race, still in first. There's only 2 more straights on this lap where Russell will have the DRS. This is one of them. He's in the slipstream, gaining on us as we enter this left-hander. More contact with Russell. Need a really good exit onto the straight. Gonna have to dump the battery as soon as we get traction. Russell still behind. We're gonna be drag racing into Cop's corner. We're still ahead by the time we reach the corner into Maggots and Beckett's, and then another DRS zone. Here we go. This is where it's gonna count. We're pretty much out of battery, but we're gonna spam it anyway. DRS yet again for the Mercedes, weaving around on the straight. Russell flying by towards the outside. Gonna send it up the inside of the Mercedes back into first place. A couple of quarters to go, and this will be a first place finish, holding off Russell with 70% tire wear. It's first in Silverstone. What a race. What a battle with Russell. Oh my god. Woo! I'm sweating. Man, that was crazy. Oh my god, dude. That was, that was insane. That was insane. That might have been the best race of the year right there. Really lucky with the safety car, but man, we earned that one. I cannot believe we held him off that long. That was so intense. Oh my god, what a race. That's crazy. Well, it wasn't Brad Pitt domination. We barely held on, but we can add this to the list of wins in Season 2. Absolutely insane, dude. Well, we barely saw him all race long, but Verstappen finished down in 4th place, so just outside the podium positions, and that means we are 63 points ahead of Verstappen in the Drivers' Championship. So we're only at the halfway point in this season. There's a lot of racing to do, but that is definitely a nice, comfortable gap to the Red Bull driver. As for Red Bull themselves, it's a 46-point gap to them in the Constructors. Well ahead of Mercedes and Ferrari, so we're still very much battling with Red Bull. I want to see something. We had a Paul Aaron DNF again that race. Yeah, he has 3 DNFs in a row. What the hell's going on with that guy? Well, that's 3 race wins in a row, building the gap to Verstappen. And up next, we've got Spa, one of the best tracks of the season. I'll see you for that one.